Hey y'all, welcome back to our Road Less Traveled and our year-end wrap-up and what in the hell we're doing next year.
This is just a small update for our plans and goals for 2023. So let's get into it.
22 wrap-up. We went from part-time in a travel trailer to a fifth wheel to full-time to domiciling in South Dakota. Did all the holidays, Christmas, Thanksgiving, weddings, all from the fifth wheel.
Yep.
Bought a new truck. 22's in the past. It's way back there. So that was 22. All right, so first on the list is we want to say thank you to everybody that has subscribed and followed and clicked all the things and whatnots. And anyway, we started with 200 subscribers. We're up to almost 2,200. There's a guy out there that's got a pistol and some other things on his hip. I was just checking it out. Anyway, we started with 200 subscribers, and well, we actually started with 0. I think technically we had like -5. Anyway, we're at like 2,200 now. We want to say thank you. We're going to put something together as a giveaway. Y'all list out in the comments what you think would be great, whether it's a harvest host or a national park pass or something like that that doesn't take up space and doesn't have any weight to it. So again, thank y'all for subscribing and watching. The comments and the likes, all that does is get it out to other people, so we pick up more subscribers.
When was that we did hit the 200? So we hit 200 in June. And then in December we hit 2,000. So thank you.
Goals.
All right. We have some goals for 2023, and
what are they?
They are, it might be a tall order, but we're going to do our best. We're going to try to get out 2 videos a week, and one will be a technical and one will be a travel.
A how-to.
Yeah. Unless
we don't have enough how-to stuff and you get one of these.
One of these just like round table little chit-chats.
Yeah, chit-chat. If we had enough interested people, I'd do a live, but I don't think
it would be embarrassing to have one
anyway,
live
she's
person.
Gonna try. We did a
survey, and I'm not gonna say how many people responded because it wasn't enough to create a judgment, but half the people want to see the how-tos, half the people want to see the travel videos. Maria does a good job of taking pictures of all the other stuff. I'm pretty handy. So we're going to try and do one of those and see which one wins. And so that's... Which one wins?
Yeah, I mean, if nobody's watching the how-tos, there's no need to frustrate me with filming it. Now, because the wind is 15 miles an hour, it's blowing the door and shaking the standing desk.
That's why we're inside instead of outside. Like
all right, so
just blowing down the street.
What?
Anyway.
All right, what's the next thing? Plans.
We have some plans for 2023, and those include, well, we're in Texas for the winter, and then...
Hey, it's hot, y'all.
Yeah.
It's straight up hot here in Texas.
And today it's really windy, but it is warm. I don't know where you are, if you have snow or if you're in the cold, but it is about 70-something degrees here in Texas, and
humidity's 96.
Yeah.
It was 100 yesterday. How it wasn't raining, I don't know.
Yeah, the air was thick. Anyway, I could see my breath.
And now there's people stealing e-bikes, campground over from us, so if you know of a good e-bike lot, put it in the comments because we got to get one now.
Okay.
All right, what else is on there? What are you planning to do?
We're going to travel after winter So for probably January and February, we're going to stay in Texas, and then we're going to head west. We're going to be going to some national parks and do some bucket list items, and we're going to try to do some rallies. Yeah, we're going to try to go to the frog rally. And we really want to go to one of our favorite YouTube channels we watch, one of their huddles. So if you've been to a huddle or a meetup, which one have you been to, and did you love it, and which one should we go to? So leave it in the comments.
We're going to add a fourth part, current issues. We've had an issue with our living room AC since we bought this thing. East to West has known about it. You know, they're covering it under warranty. They've been great about it. There's a couple things that you can always do if you've got an AC issue like we've got, where it's freezing over. And it takes, 2 or 3 visits to run through each one of them and make sure that they're set right. So we've been through those, and we went back to the factory. They thought they had it fixed. I agreed with them. It didn't fix it. We found that out while we were in South Georgia. We're still getting about 2 inches thick of ice on the coils on the AC. So I say all that to say, we were supposed to get it fixed. We gave them 30-day notice. We went in. They were supposed to submit all the proper documentation. Well, after 30 days, they still hadn't done any of that. And then tried to blame us for not providing additional information that they never asked for.
Yeah.
So anyway, we called East West. East West set us up with a place here in Texas. It's in Corpus Christi, and we're hopefully going to get this thing fixed before we hit the West. Other than that, I don't know that we've had any issues with this rig, that one AC unit. I mean, other than your smaller stuff, but
yeah.
Oh, the truck. I want to do an in-depth review of the truck because I love the truck, but there's one thing on the truck that I hate, and that's the navigation. It is absolutely awful. So if any of y'all out there have any experience with the new, I think it's Uconnect 5, going to TomTom, put it in the comments, because I want to do a video on how horrible this thing is. And for the cost of it, you would think it would be better, but it has features you can't even use. Like it has a trip setting, but when you push the button, nothing happens. It can't find Walmart. I mean, it's absolutely awful.
It's pretty bad.
Pretty bad.
Yeah.
Other than that, though, the truck is incredible.
We love the truck. We do.
What else?
Back to the goals, something I forgot to mention is if you haven't been to our shorts feed, go check that out, because if you wanted just a little dose of everyday Clay and Maria, all the shenanigans that go on in daily RV life, that's where you find that. And we're trying to do one of those every day or every other day. So
we have to balance it, because I'm kept on a short leash. I'm kind of colorful. There's a lot of stuff that hits my brain that immediately comes out of my mouth, and I've been told I can't do that because it's either politically incorrect, or those words have been removed from the dictionary, or those words don't exist in the dictionary, or
yeah.
So
anyway,
but the shorts,
it's real life. It is not off scripted. The cuff, like no scripting. Sometimes it's a rant, and I sometimes can get that on camera.
and the poop on the shoe, that was an actual, I kid you not, I'm gonna explain this short. I went outside and I was dumping the tanks. And I got finished with that, and I came inside and I sat down, and Maria said, "Do you smell something?" And we had changed Stella's dog treats, and I just thought Stella had farted or something. So, and I didn't smell it. So I told her, "No, I don't smell nothing." Well, I crossed my leg and got ready to, read a book, and Maria goes, "I think there's something on your shoe." And I said, "There ain't nothing on my shoe. I was just outside dumping the tanks because I did not smell this." Well, Then she looked at my shoe and she was like, hey, there's something on your shoe. And sure enough, it was dog poop. And it was from the people that were next door to us in a Class C. They had 2 little wiener dogs. And they didn't keep, if they had them on a leash, it was too long because they got over to our wet bay area, pooped, and then they didn't pick it up. Well, I didn't see it because, you know, they're little wiener dogs. They have turds, you know, like the little Hershey things. Ain't nobody looking for those. And I stepped in it. Well, then everybody says, well, clean it off your shoe. Well, that's great. You know, I kind of grew up in the country. I know how to clean dog poop off a shoe.
Yeah, we got so many comments on that video about how stupid Clay was for coming inside and ranting about the poop on his shoe, and instead of cleaning it off, when in fact what happened was he didn't know it was there. I pointed it out, and then he began to rant, and I started filming him.
And not only that, where we were at, y'all, there were nothing but palm trees. There wasn't a stick to be found. There wasn't none. I looked. Went outside and looked. All I could find was a palm frond, and those things are too bendy.
To clean your shoe off
To
with?
clean my shoe off with. So the next thing I thought was, well, you know, we'll just rub it on the grass. Guess what? It's 90% sand. There wasn't enough grass to rub anything on. So the only thing I could do was put it in a paper sack, and I was going to leave it outside, let it dry, and then smack it on the concrete and knock it loose. Well, couldn't do that because it was going to rain. So we had to put the bag inside for the poop to dry. And then I ended up getting a plastic fork and chiseling it off the next day. So we got through the poop issue, but...
Exhibit A of the rant.
That...
Anyway, this was just a little bit more rambling than we planned, but we wanted to give you a recap of 22, our goals and celebrations and plans for 23, and we wanted to thank you for subscribing, liking, commenting, and we hope to meet you on the road one day.
Yes. Look forward to it. If y'all see us out, come say hello.
Please.
Because we get bored.
We like to make friends.
And we don't have a lot of
Bye. Welcome back to our Road Less Traveled.
That's not how you do it. It's, hey, y'all,
Oh.
welcome to our Road Less Traveled. Standardization.
Take it away.
Hey, y'all, welcome to our road.
Back. Welcome back.
Welcome back. Now, one of the big things that happened in 22 was we went from 200 subscribers to almost 2,200.
Yeah.
Dang it, you wanted to do that in the third one. Scratch that. This is goals. I really think you ought to do the celebrations first because you ought to thank everybody
All right.
first.
Let's do it. You already did that. Right?
I keep looking over here because we're having to stand sideways, and I have my own little bubble.
Why are we standing sideways?
So, all right. So,
Chat chats.
this is
Chit-chat.
being, huh?
We're all over the place today. Whatever they call it. Whatever else they call it.
You're not going to tell them where we're going in the West? You're just going to leave that?
Oh.
All right, so is that it? That's everything on there?
Yeah, that's like a 1-minute video.
Huh? What the hell? We got to come up with more stuff?
I don't know.
Bye.
Bye. That was dumb.